Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. Behind me, 2014 Ford Escape. We're going to be replacing the rear brake pads and rotors. Let's get started. First thing we want to do is jack the vehicle up, put it on jack stands. We'll pull our tire off. We have our metal retaining clip. We'll take a flat screwdriver, just put right underneath, and we'll pop out. I like putting my hand in front of it just as a shield because this is spring loaded. We'll just pop it out. There we go. Do that to the bottom one. Pop it out. That's it. In the back, we have two plugs we'll pull out. Just little plastic plugs, just like that. One on top and then one on the bottom, just like little dust covers. Now we have a 9/32 Allen or a 7mm, whichever one you have. Put that in here. Make sure it goes in all the way. Crack it loose. Oh, I hit you. Sorry about that. Do the same down here. Buzz these out. You want this whole thing to come out. So if you need, you could take a screwdriver, just put it in there to push it out. You want this pushed out all the way. There we go. Now these are the same size and it's probably okay if you get them mixed up, but we're gonna try to put them back where they came off. Again, with the flat screwdriver, we'll just put in here and pry away on our caliper. Now I forgot to mention this, it is important that our emergency brake is in the off position. Wiggle this free. Sometimes it can be pretty sticky, but just keep working with it. There we go. I'll just set this aside. Pull our pads out. They should just slide straight out, just like that. So straight in, straight out. Now we have our caliper bracket. That's a 13mm. Crack these loose. There we go. I'll grab this. Removing our rotor is pretty straightforward. We'll just take a hammer and we'll hit on the rim. That vibration will break it loose. Didn't take much at all. Slide it off. Now we'll take a drill with a cleaning wheel and we'll clean off our hub surface. If you live in an extra rusty place, we can apply a little bit of anti-seize just on our hub surface. Doesn't take a lot, just a nice thin film that can help with corrosion. While we have our drill out, we'll take our brake caliper bracket and right where our pads sit, right in these channels, we'll clean them out the best we can. Sometimes the wheel likes to take off, but just do your best to hold it there. So that looks pretty good. All right, set that aside. Now we'll take our new rotor. We want to clean it off the best we can with some brake clean. Spray it down, wipe it off. Get the inside, flip it over. Just wipe it off. Doesn't have to be perfect, just get the best you can. All right, that's it. Let's go install it. Just slide our rotor on. I like using a lug nut on one of the bottom studs. Just thread this on all the way, and that kind of locks it in place for us. There, now it won't move. So now comes the more tricky part. That's pushing our caliper piston back in for our new pads. I'm using this special tool. I have a link in the description, but there's lots of different tools and lots of different brands, and they all do the same thing. So whichever one you pick up, that'll work just fine. We'll slide it in. You'll notice there's two little dimples. Hopefully you can see right in here in our caliper piston. That's for our tool to fit in, and then it'll turn that piston as it pushes it in at the same time. So we'll feed this in like that, and we'll tighten it up. There we go. Now as I turn this, it'll spin the piston and push it in. Let's see if I can get a good angle for you. It does take a little bit of muscle, so let's see if I can do it. There we go. Just keep turning it. We'll just go until it bottoms out. Then we'll loosen this up. Get our tool out. There we go. All right, this is ready for installation. Now we can put on our bracket. Push this back, get this set in, put in our bolts, snug them down. And these are torqued to 46 foot-pounds. Get this out of the way a little more. Now we're gonna apply just a little bit of dielectric grease on the face of our bracket. Doesn't have to go deep in the channel, just on this face surface on each one. Doesn't take a lot, just a little coating. I want to try not to get it on our rotor. You can even put it on the face before putting the bracket in. That's probably what I should have did. Just a little coating, doesn't take a lot. If you do get it on your rotor, just wipe it off, no big deal. For our pads, the one with the spring goes on the inside, just straight down. And then one without the spring goes on the outside, just straight down. Put on our caliper. What I like to do just in our boots is to put a little dielectric grease. The manual doesn't call for it, but I think it just helps the slide pins a little. I have a brush on mine. I like putting it in the boot instead of on the slider, but whatever you got, you can put it on the slider before putting it back in. That's up to you. Or not even use it. Again, the manual doesn't say whether to use it or not, so it's optional. Now we'll slide this over. Because this is spring loaded, we'll want to push in to get our hole lined up. There we go. Get some threads started. Get the top one in. I'll suck them down. And these are 21 foot-pounds. Feels good. Put our caps back on. All right, we got one more thing to do. Last is our spring. I like putting one side on first, so put it in the hole, and then over the front, and then the other side, put it in the hole, hold it with my thumb, and then this, push it with my other thumb over that. There, just like that. I'll just take my screwdriver, tap on it, make sure it's in the hole all the way. Do that up here too. There, that's it. Now we'll go inside, we'll push on the brake pedal about 3 or 4 times. That'll push out our caliper piston, and that's where our brakes are gonna sit. Then we can come back out, just double check our spring, and we're good to go. Take this off before we put our tire on. And that's it. Good job. All right, there you go. That's how you can place your rear brake pads and rotors on your Ford. All in all, not too bad. The very next thing we want to do is take it on a good break-in test drive. And how we do that is bring the vehicle up to about 30, 35 miles an hour, and then come to a nice solid stop. Now we don't want to lock the brakes, but we do want to feel a good grab, and then do it again. Bring it back up, 35, 40 miles an hour, and then come to a nice solid stop. We want to do that about 4 or 5 times, and then our new brakes are ready to go. Thanks for watching. I'll have links in the description for all the parts and tools used. If you have any questions, comment, post down below. See you on the next one.